I'm doing. You know, I can't welcome y'all because they said that was corny. So this is Onika McLean, and welcome to another episode of Gen X to Z. I think that we're on.
Okay.
Max, are we on?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
okay.
live. Yeah. So we're talking about. We have guests today.
We have
guys.
guests on the podcast today. Only the second guest we've ever had. Last week was our first guest. So you're only the second guest. First woman on the podcast.
How are you doing? Before we introduce her,
I'm good.
Be ready. So
I'm good. Yeah, your boy drank 4 cups of coffee before this. I'm about to go. Okay, I'm about to
what's up?
go.
Know her name, their bio.
I'm about to hit her with it right now.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna introduce Gabby first. All right, and then we're gonna introduce ourselves as usual, and then we'll get into it as usual. But we do have a guest today on the episode. Only the second guest. She's one of the funniest women in the city.
Yes.
Okay. Now, on top of that, she's an Emmy Award winner.
Really?
Okay. On top of that, her father is Gabby Bryan from Bon Jovi, one of the dopest bands of all time.
Oh, you gotta tell us crazy stories.
And not to mention, to finish it up, she used to work behind the scenes in production for R. Kelly. All right, give it up for Gabby Bryan, folks.
Hi, all that is true.
All that is
I
true.
didn't read that in the bio.
No, it's on the website.
It said Robert Kelly.
Maybe to clarify,
You know what Robert Kelly is, don't you? Down at the
No.
cellar.
Yeah. No, it is.
I thought R. Kelly, the guy.
I was praying for this moment to happen, where we would confuse Onika.
Not the R. Kelly you know.
Oh,
But Robert Kelly did pee on me.
See, but that's what I thought you.
That's why we brought her on the episode.
See, R. Kelly is
To cancel Robert Kelly.
I thought it was R. Kelly, and I was like, I did not read that,
Yeah.
but I did. Okay.
See, that's wordplay.
Okay, so-
Wordplay. I got Onika with the wordplay. Boom.
like,
I knew I was
R.
gonna trick
Kelly-
Onika.
When you said R. Kelly, I said, poor girl. That's what I thought. I was like, oh, he got her ass.
Wouldn't it be funny that my credit was not one of R. Kelly's girls, but I worked on his team.
Yeah.
I actually worked
Production assistant.
Yeah.
Hashtag not me.
It wasn't me.
He was doing stuff to you.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I orchestrated a lot of it.
Yeah. Remember? Yeah, she's like the head honcho of the whole thing.
I'm like Ghislaine for Epstein.
The Ghislaine.
No, when I first read it, I was like, well, if she means R. Kelly, then she wrote it correctly because it's like Robert Kelly, so it's like, who are you? Which
You
one
get
are
that
we
confused
talking
with the
about?
couple. Yeah.
Yes, but that's just funny because when you said R. Kelly, I was like, is this true? I mean, it's fine if it's true because, you know.
Are we harboring the next Ghislaine Maxwell?
Yeah, I'm like, what's going on? Like, tell me what's going on.
No, but wait a minute. I just have a little story about that for Robert Kelly.
Okay.
Louis C.K. thanked him in his last project. And when people read it, they were like, he's thanking R. Kelly? What kind of shit is that? He doesn't even care.
As if he needed to get canceled twice. Wait a second.
On top of all of this, I love R. Kelly. So no, I don't, but also no.
Know where I learned it from also.
Yeah.
Kanye be like, saying.
Yeah, right? God, that's wild.
Yeah.
But everything I did say is true. And I actually want to follow up with that because I was interested when I saw Emmy Award winner. What was that from?
I
What project
randomly
was that?
work in documentary. That's my day job. I won a documentary. I won an Emmy producing a documentary.
Oh,
What
shit,
was it
that's
called?
dope.
It's called Breathe, Nolan, Breathe. It's a deeply sad documentary about fraternity hazing.
Really?
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah.
And she learned it all when she was conspiring with R. Kelly. No.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Damn.
Yeah.
So how many
Random.
how many documentaries have you done?
Two?
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 Damn.
I'm in production with one.
Okay. How did you?
Yeah.
Is it with what company? Can you say or no?
No.
Okay.
I actually can't.
How did you get into that?
I fell into it. I worked as an editor, a video editor for years and years, and then for a production company, and then I worked my way up to producing, and then somehow I fell into lead producing the documentary unit, and I swear to God, I do not even watch documentaries. I don't even like them.
Right.
You, a white woman?
I hate them. I'm
You
going
don't
against
like
brand.
Murder docs?
No.
What the hell?
I know.
Murder, mystery,
Damn.
murder.
No, I don't even do that. I don't even like scary movies. I actually am going even more against brand. I love superhero movies.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a frat bro.
You're like a Marvel DC
That's why they
girl?
hired me.
Dang. That's why you killed that documentary so well.
I was like, I get it.
Yeah, you're like,
I
let me
love
get into the
Marvel.
mind. Damn, that's
Yeah.
crazy. Interesting.
So that's
Damn.
that's my day job.
That's wild.
How'd you get into video editing? Because I know that she's really good at video editing.
Yeah.
How'd you get into it?
I just wanted to edit my own sketches and clips and stuff, and I didn't like releasing control because I am a white woman in that way, where I'm like, it has to be my fucking way.
Right.
So I just taught myself how to video edit after college.
That's crazy. You didn't take no classes, no nothing. You
No.
just YouTubed everything and fucking figured it out.
Yep, I got a job as an assistant editor. I did not know how to edit. I lied my way into the job, and then every day I would be like, I have to pee, and then I would go to the bathroom and watch YouTube tutorials and then teach myself what to do that day. It was a demented period of my life.
Yo.
That's good. You gotta do that.
Yeah, lie.
Yeah.
Lie about everything.
No, that's true. So that's actually how my
That's my advice.
Wait, why? Go ahead.
You have to just fake it till you make it. You will figure it out when you're there.
Yeah.
But just lie to get in the room. No one knows what they're doing. No one in the world knows what they're doing.
That is true. The older you get, the more you figure that out too.
Yeah.
Like everyone's fucking bullshitting and just
Your
faking
higher
this
ups,
shit.
your bosses, you're like, you don't even know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You're figuring this out on the go as well.
Your mom never knows.
She's like, that shit I already knew.
I say it, and then when I go away, I say, I hope that shit was right.
It doesn't sound right. Sometimes you gotta put a couple SAT words in.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's what it
she's
is.
talking about, yeah.
And then
I think it's all about like confidence and stuff as like with your delivering that. So I guess I just gotta work on my lying.
Yes.
yeah.
But like also being like
you gotta work on your lying.
She's like, you were born a genius at lying.
I'm straight on that.
I'm straight, but I don't know. I feel like sometimes I be trying to like tap into like being like, you know, the person I would want somebody to be for me. But it's like,
that's your generation, son.
F that.
That's because your generation has morals and we don't.
Yes.
I would say the older you get, your morals just are flying out of the window.
But that's so true. Like everybody doesn't know what they're doing because like I feel like every type of like sector that I've been with, like any like I say quote unquote job or experience that I've been in, and when you start talking to people and your peers, it's like when they talk to you, it's like they're fishing for answers in the conversation.
Oh yeah.
All
To
the
steal your
time.
idea.
Yeah, basically to steal your idea or be like,
what is your
or,
social
like, you can
security
exactly.
number
Yeah.
for this W-2?
No, for real.
Like, okay, HR, I see what you're doing here.
Okay, me too, somehow.
Yeah.
Like what's like, oh, like you can say even in school, like, oh, did you do the homework? Yeah, I did it. Yeah, I did it too. I just have a couple questions about like the last two questions.
Yeah.
And then you see the paper and the whole paper is empty.
Yeah.
And
Did
then
you
you just
cheat
like-
or did you used to cheat? I mean, sorry, did you used to cheat on tests or did people cheat off you? Because every one of us is one or the other in here.
I'd say in middle school and high school, people would cheat off me. I just give it to them because it's like I don't care.
Yeah.
Like I did the work. What's the problem? Just don't copy me verbatim because I'm like, don't throw me under the bus.
Yeah.
Right.
But like in college and stuff, I don't think you really. I feel like everybody cheats in college. There's something called Quizlet. There's something called
Cheating in college is easier
It's
than breathing.
so much easier.
Yes.
Like
I didn't cheat in college.
That's what I was just about
I
to
went to community college. I had something to prove to
You didn't
myself.
have to cheat.
You were like, oh, to the students for.
Yeah.
Fuck you, y'all.
But, hey, listen, I went to University of Phoenix, so I can't say shit. Okay.
Yes.
No, I actually went in person. You went
It was
They have
three of y'all.
campus
Was
in
it in
California.
What are you talking
It
about?
was actually.
Two of my helmets that was in the classroom.
Yeah, dude. We
your
used to
college
come
was in
in.
a strip mall.
It was, yeah.
Accredited for being bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm like,
It's like Donald Trump's fucking degree that he was giving to people for like real
It's
estate.
like, you know that school that Little Romeo was producing?
ICDC college.
Yeah, that's what he went
That's
to.
what I went
It's
to.
like
Basically
that
for
kind of
college,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it worked out.
You never had the nerve to talk about
Hey, and guess what? Still cheated. Okay, so just so you know, still
You
cheated.
could cheat at any level.
When I was
Yeah.
in college, there was like, and I have the internet. Why would I be sitting here struggling when I can find the answer? In
But I thought you could get in trouble though, like, cause teachers. I thought
done
they.
now.
Oh, you mean you got your degree?
It's over
already?
now.
It's over.
Hey, mom, it's over now.
Don't get caught.
But it's done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, so-
basically don't get caught.
Statute of limitations.
And if you
You're
get
good.
caught, hold your head up.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hold
Where'd
your
you
head
go to school?
I went to Pace for theater.
Theater. Which is why he's with us right now.
I like Pace. Pace is good.
It was fine. I went to school for experimental theater, which is not a thing that exists anywhere other than Eastern Europe. So I kind of immediately was unemployed.
Yeah.
And then I got out and I was like, maybe I should teach myself how to edit.
What made you do experimental theater?
I have no fucking idea.
Your parents have a lot of money, so they just let you do whatever.
My parents didn't give a fuck. They were like, well, my dad's a musician and then my mom is an artist. So they were like, do whatever you want.
Yeah,
you can make it My dad's like, you'll make it. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I got 2 years in. At that point in his life, he was already famous. So he's like, it's so easy to get famous.
Yeah.
I got 2 years into college. I was like, oh no, I should have been a dentist.
Yeah.
Like this is going to be harder than I thought.
Yeah.
So then I
he
got
thinks
into
it's easy
stand-up.
to get famous?
No, of course not. But he was just
high
like
when he said that?
He's always high.
Okay.
But he was
No.
like, just
He
do.
was just that talented.
Yeah, he's like, do
Yeah.
whatever art you want. You know, it's all worth it. And then I'm like, wow, I should have gone to law school.
You had like a free spirited upbringing.
Yes, very hippy dippy. Everyone's
Really?
smoking pot. Like it was very.
Did they kind of let you do whatever you want, like in high school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did I feel safe? Yeah.
Okay.
She's a
Safe.
white woman in America. And
Yeah.
she's
No, I'm
beautiful.
just saying because
That's safe.
you know, especially like you're going to college, so now you were feeling like, okay, well, my parents are cool with me just trying out things.
Yeah.
And, you know, let's just hope it sticks, and it sticked. And you were able to like build, you know, your whole career, like
There's
doing editing,
times.
and then like transferring over like to comedy and stuff.
Yeah. I think it's just when your parents are like, figure it out. You kind of just figure something out. Do you know what I mean? It's not like
Yeah,
parents were like, we're lawyers, so you have to be a lawyer, and
Yeah.
these are the steps. My parents were like I was like raised by wolves in a way where they were like, do whatever you want. So then I was like, oh shit, I have to like create my own standards and then meet them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Or
yeah.
I could just be a
Cheat
hooker.
at
I don't know, like whatever.
Or go cheat at Pace.
Yeah. Or I could fuck off, you
Right,
know? But
right.
me as a person, I'm like, I gotta figure out
Damn.
what the hell.
So what home? But I actually, she brought it up. But what was your childhood like growing up? Was it crazy? Was your dad probably never there? He's probably traveling a lot all the time on the road and shit like that.
It was very much so Hannah Montana.
Really?
You know, like half of my life, I had a very normal mom. We grew up in like a very small town in New Jersey, never moved.
Yeah.
So I had a really normal childhood in that way. Like same friends my whole life, whatever.
Yeah.
And then half of the time I was like on the road with my dad,
that's
like going
dope.
to all these kind of like crazy countries and whatever. But everyone in the band had kids at the same time. So it was
Right.
also very family friendly.
So you
was
were really
every-
good friends.
everybody's
with the kids?
homeschooled
Yeah.
then?
Yeah.
And no, everyone would like go to school in New Jersey
Yeah.
and then go for the summers, go on the road.
Oh, right,
and go
right,
to
right.
school.
Gotcha,
so it was
gotcha.
like
Cool.
it was like both sides. But
That's-
all
Yeah.
of my friends
That's
were
so
like
fucking
cops
dope.
and nurses, and everyone's very normal where I'm from. So it kind of just left us like very normal.
Did you know you wanted to do stand up, or were you just anything in the arts? It was like you were drawn to.
I just ended up like I feel like everywhere I go, I just end up there.
Yeah.
I always loved stand up my whole life. I was in theater school, and then I did the editing thing, and I'm like, I want to perform again, so I'm going to try stand up because I like it, and then I just never stopped.
How'd you try it? Like, did you take a class or
Took
something?
a class.
Which
Really?
class?
At
Laughing
the Pit.
Buddha?
Oh, you took the pit.
Yeah.
Oh, I took the sellers class.
Yep.
That's what happens when you're like, I have no idea what I want to do with my life.
Like, let me just see
Maybe
if I
should
like
take
it.
the class.
Yeah.
Hey, you got extra $500 here. Let's see.
There's
Right.
a class for anything.
Yeah.
There's a class or anything. I'm taking sketch.
I can see
comedy
you
right
doing
now.
like,
Hell yeah.
crazy, like good at improv.
I did improv for a little bit.
Really?
But
Yeah.
it was so
Because you're like animated. You could like
dorky?
use that theater type stuff with
yeah.
it.
And I studied
mean, no,
clown
yeah.
obviously in college. So
No.
I'm like, yeah.
Stop.
Full-fledged like
You were a
Clown.
mime or a clown?
How much was that
miming,
class?
clown, all
Okay.
that.
Oh, I would want to
I paid a college tuition for that.
How much does mime school cost? You could do that on YouTube.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I paid a college tuition.
Damn, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
it was crazy.
That's dope though.
But then I liked like the control thing was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
in stand up it's all on you. It's like
Right.
there's one mic, there's I came out of sketch, same thing. So it was
Yeah.
like, we had to deal with lights and cameras and producers and who's showing up and blah blah.
Right.
It was like so many elements where stand up to me feels very like pure as an art
Mm-hmm.
form, where it's just you rely on you, your
Right.
writing, your talent, and one mic. And that was like sexy to me.
Yeah,
And one
you're
thing-
naked.
You're naked.
Yeah.
It's like you're naked in
Yeah.
comedy. Like that's what I love about comedy, because I'm one of those people that's always trying to be really supportive, and I was always like supporting my friends, my family, or whatever. And comedy is the first time that I didn't get to stand behind anything. I just had to like stand there. And be
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
If you fuck
This
it
is
up,
me.
you do, and if
Pass
you
or
don't,
fail.
pass
Yeah.
or fail, sink
Yeah.
or swim, like that.
One thing about both of y'all too, though, is what I feel you probably brought along from life is like I think both of you guys are like really, really good as hosts. And I'm not saying you're not beast
No,
comedians,
I'm
but
not
I'm
gonna
saying
say
as
that.
I think
I'm
as
not gonna-
hosts.
Don't take that. You'll be hosting everywhere.
No, I'm not saying no. You guys are great comedians, but I'm saying you're good at hosting, really good at hosting too, which is hard because hosting I think is one of the hardest things. But the reason I say that and bring that up even is just because I think that you guys are both inevitably like very in tune with like people and like
Good vibes.
good vibe. Yeah,
Good
And so like you
vibes.
tap into people
Good
with that kind of
vibes,
stuff.
Good vibes. Yeah, we got good vibes.
We
Yeah.
are
Yeah,
two
we
of the
do.
hosts at the stand.
Yeah.
And then also
But-
we do
but-
sets.
But we are,
Comedians.
and
course.
we do have good vibes.
Well, that's what all hosting is. Like people are like, I hate hosting or it's so hard, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all it is just having high energy.
No, it's more than that. You know what it is? It's being able to not make it about you, right? Just looking at the show and being like, okay,
Psychologically, we're breaking this down.
Oh, wow.
this guy's set is a little downtrodden, so I can't be all the way up here when
Yeah.
he's coming down. So it's kind of
You're
being able to
riding.
ride a wave,
Right.
which
Or jumping on a grenade if somebody bombs or something
and
like
then
that.
try
You
to
gotta
pull
go
it
and,
back
hey,
up.
that,
Fix
that,
that.
da, da, da,
Hosting
da,
is
da,
a
da.
good people pleasing job.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's so true.
That is facts, yeah.
Where you're like, I'll be whatever you guys want.
I was like, are you okay with hosting? I'm like, I'm fine.
Yeah. Whatever you guys want me to be.
Whatever you guys want,
Yeah,
I'll
that's
do
what-
that
that's what I am.
exactly.
Yeah,
Love you. I'm in love with you.
You got a question?
No.
Absolutely not. Couldn't be more tuned out for this part of the conversation.
I don't care.
It's so crazy because I'm not even tuned out. I agree with you. The only thing that I would say about like that is like, are there any other people, quote unquote males, that you feel like are good hosts? Because I feel like women were always like great supporters for everything. So I feel like hosting is not anything out of the ordinary for us to do, if that makes sense. So that's how I'm like,
Can we really breaking this down
I
psychologically?
don't
No,
even know
you're not
it
wrong.
down,
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, that was what my whole mind was going while I wasn't saying anything. I was like, well, that's interesting that they're good hosts and they're obviously great comedians. Well, you guys are all great comedians. You guys are all super
Matt
funny.
he's still learning.
I know. But I'm just saying, like,
He's close.
He's so average.
Almost there.
One thing about him, he's so average right now. He has moments when he's pretty average.
no, but
great.
yeah. So in my mind, I'm just that was the first thing that went. I was like, dang, why are we always like the best freaking supporting actress? Like, let me get my first. You know,
No, I think it's just
Steve
because.
Harvey's a good host.
No, I mean, yeah, for sure. But I think they're great men hosts. Even at this, if we just even break it down from like a secular, like smaller level,
think you
like
gotta be
keep it
able
with
to
the
do-
stand. Like JC Mendoza, great host.
Yeah.
Fucking Chase Deruso is a great host. Like there's guys and women that are both great at hosting. It's just
Yeah.
it's a skill more than anything.
It's a
Richie Redden is a
personality.
good host.
yeah.
Richie's great. It's like it's a I don't know. I don't want to say
It's a
empathy,
skill.
but I feel like I have to. It's like an empathetic person where like you have to be really good at reading people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is why you always traditionally can sniff out the girls who have crystals and stuff like that.
I'm a mile away.
Yes. Am
Yep.
I a girl with crystals?
What? No.
Yes, I am.
Really?
Yeah, bitch.
Oh my god.
It's
It's hard for a comedian
Like-
because I have jokes about this too because I'm like we have half girl brain and half comic brain where it's like I have to make fun of crystals but I also have them and I charge them.
Right,
Do you know what I mean? Like I can't fight. My brain
Right.
is fighting.
Yeah.
But
being like,
Itself.
you can only make fun of the thing that you really know about, right?
That's
so
true, too.
It's really that.
you like it.
It is
Wait,
good.
I didn't try it.
Good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
tell
you
us
gotta try
about
it.
this liquor, Neil.
Well, I've actually brought this on the show before.
Tell us a liquor that has no name
No,
whatsoever.
the water.
It may or may
when I
not.
was packaging it up in my suitcase, it kind of like
Condensation.
kind of messed up the
Whoa.
labeling. But it's rum. You just sip it slow. It's Mamawana, and it's really nice. We
Get somebody
drank-
fucked up and you're
we
like, you know
drank
what?
this
Maybe just
before,
slip it slow.
It tastes like spicy fireball.
Yeah. It is. It's good.
Without
Cheers,
the
by the way,
cinnamon.
to everyone.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Thanks for having me. I'm pumped.
Appreciate you
Yeah,
coming
I
on.
love these.
Nia wanted to put
All right.
plastic cups.
Solo cups.
All right. They were purple
Plastic cup girls.
And at the end of the day, I just feel like we're in the studio. I didn't think the need for the extra fanciness, but you know.
Yeah.
I guess we gotta keep it still posh for her.
Right.
Cause I'm like, y'all could drink out the cups.
No,
I would.
you will not have footage of me drinking out a solo cup.
Oh my god.
When you get to a certain age, you stop doing
What
certain
does it
stuff.
got to do with age?
Now it's your age.
Let me
now
tell
it's
you.
college.
Because I'll tell you why. Because I was just talking about this today. I was just talking about this today. Where I was like, we were talking about going and staying with my family for my cousin's getting wedding in April. And they were like, oh, well, you guys can just sleep on the couch. I was like, no, we fucking can't sleep on the couch. No, we ain't sleeping on the fucking pull-out. And I was in my head, I was like, when I was in my 20s, I'd been like, sure. But like now, I'm like, fuck that. I ain't sleeping on shit.
No,
so
your
you get to
standards for
you get
yourself.
to a stand where
So
you're
you
just like,
think
I
that
ain't
it
doing
has something
shit.
to do with age, or maybe
So
maybe you and your wife make over 6 figures each, and so you got a couple dollars, and you could have done that in your 20s.
Yeah, it
You
could
make
be that
Don't
too.
come from my age.
Yeah.
Yeah, he makes money.
What do you
Look,
do?
he likes to pretend like he's poor. Look at his eyes.
As soon as you said that, I tried to hide my watch. I put my watch on the table.
Whoa! To pretend like he's poor. It's hilarious.
You said that, I went like, I was literally sitting like this, and then you said that, Onika
Yeah,
said.
you got a Chanel bag
Oh,
on
no,
your
no,
shirt.
it's fake.
It's not fake.
It's fake Louis Vuitton. I buy everything fake. I'm obsessed because I'm from the Jersey Shore, which we were talking about, and I'm obsessed with fake goods. I think it's really funny. So every designer thing
you
that you
do
see me wear.
DH-gate?
Yes,
Can
I
I
do.
see-
That's exactly what I do.
Can I see your bag after the show?
Of course.
What is DH Gate?
I would like
You
For the
order
male
fake
listeners.
goods.
To be honest, it's so crazy because you know the company StockX or whatever?
Yes,
They got caught
yes,
for
yes.
selling counterfeit sneakers
Really?
and making them seem like they weren't counterfeit. Like they have this thing where if you buy
I fuck with
sneakers
that.
from them,
That's basically New
they
York.
have like a
Yeah.
authentication type of. That's why the shipping is a little
Yeah.
longer than. But it's not even real.
No.
Yeah.
It's not real.
Buy fake everything. As a Jew, I encourage you, spend the least amount of
Yes.
money
Yes.
and then tell everyone it's real
Yes.
until they ask you, and then I pretend like it's real, and then when one person asks me, I go, it's fake.
Really?
I can't hold it. It's right here.
Yeah.
I can't pretend.
Yeah.
Only one time Derek Gaines at the stand was like, are those Gucci? And he's always in designer. And I was like, yes.
Good.
That's the only time I've
he
ever
likes
lied.
fashion.
Because I knew he would get mad at me. That's the only time I've ever lied about it.
Yeah.
Really? Because you could afford real.
I mean, my parents could afford real.
But that's
Me
your
as a
money.
human being.
That's your money.
No.
They're gonna die. That's your shit.
Me in my
Shaq
life,
said this recently.
I am broke personally. If I charged a Louis Vuitton bag on my dad's credit card, my Jewish dad's credit card, he would call me guns a-blazing, and I would be done for. Like that. We don't play like that.
Yeah.
But you have your dad's credit card, so that means.
Yeah, but it's for
Just in case.
it's like
jig.
emergencies.
Just in case.
you know what? I love you,
I love you.
but no, you're a good kid.
Thank you.
Because I have children that they don't feel like that. They will charge my credit card.
That's why I got.
so many times. Like I've seen so much stuff on my credit card, and I'm like,
Who's this?
Hey, when you were saying that, I looked at Ania's face, and Ania was like,
Who the hell with the sex?
I would, but don't get me wrong. I would if I could. If he didn't look, I would be swinging that credit card around town.
Yeah.
It's
But
not
he
even
looked.
that. It's
yeah,
not
yeah.
even that look. It's just like in your mind, you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna give it back, and
Does
then
he
you
look-
never do.
or does his accountant look?
No, he looks. My dad is
Really?
like I've said it 30
Yeah.
times, but it makes sense. He's a
Jewish
Jewish
man.
man.
Yeah.
He grew up in North Jersey poor.
Yeah.
Every single charge gets texted to his phone. There's no
Yo,
chance.
That's next
oh, I
level.
mean,
If I
I
bought
know
a
you can do
coffee-
that. Cause let me
Yeah.
tell you something. I'm tired of getting surprised. Every fucking month. And I feel like I'm in
Sorry, I'm
abusive.
blowing up your
It's
spot right now.
financial abuse. It's financial abuse. I'm a single
You're
mom.
the elderly. That's what he did.
Yeah, I feel like
Financially
it's
abuse
elder
you.
abuse. Oh, now I'm elderly.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Oh, I can't take it. Why are you coming for my self-esteem today? I'm not saying anything about your hair getting thin on the top.
First of all, I'm taking pills, son. Okay? It actually is him.
I will. You taking him?
I am taking it, actually, yeah.
Hell
Yo, my
yeah.
shit's started creeping back. I got scared about
Skin a little
that.
thin.
Fast.
Skin a little thin.
You need some
I got on that shit fast.
I think
son.
you have
Club for
very
men.
thick hair.
No, it doesn't. You can see
no,
through
no.
it now.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
through the
I wake
light.
up in the morning. Yeah,
You
go
can
ahead.
see it. It's
Yeah,
good.
I wake up in the morning. It's
He combs it. He quaffs it. And like Donald Trump. You know how Donald Trump like takes his
Yeah.
hair and does like that?
And goes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Matt's doing that.
Who
a little
cares?
bit.
You're
You gotta be
rich.
covering a whole
He's
bald
rich. He
spot.
is rich,
Yeah.
but he's talking about me.
The
Calling
art-
me old, saying I went to community college, saying, what else
I
you
threw
say about me?
myself underneath the bus. I said, listen, man. I said, what did I say? I went to Phoenix.
Wait, what
alright?
do you do? You make 6 figures and you went to Phoenix in a strip mall? How the fuck?
Hey, can
He's
I
a
tell
white
you?
man.
No. Can I
He's
tell
not
you?
smarter.
Can I tell you
He
that
has
you
more
alluded to
access.
This
earlier?
is more access. And a great personality.
Get better at lying.
Yes.
As
Exactly.
Gabby said, all I did was lie my whole life
What
about
do
what I
you do?
can and can't do. Fundraiser.
Lie.
In marketing.
Lie. Okay,
Yeah,
I
I'm
would
in
lie.
marketing and
Don't
fundraising.
worry, I would lie.
Keep lying. Let me tell you something.
I used to lie when I was a little kid.
Son, if
We
you
went to this hood. You can tell that story about in the princess, but we
Okay.
went to this place. We went to this place recently this weekend, and somebody was like, we walked in and they were like, "Oh my God, we love the podcast!" Right? It was the thuggiest of thuggiest guys, and they were like, "Yo, is that guy really gay?"
No, they keep saying it. They keep saying it.
He's a
They keep saying
heterosexual
it.
man. What's wrong
And
with
it's
you?
like,
Married even.
you know what
Yeah.
it
They
is?
trying to
It's hard
cover
to
you.
defend you because I know you. I know the real you.
Yeah.
But it's like,
Yeah, I just be
It's
saying
because
some.
you said
I
it.
say
I'm
some
saying,
mad
I don't
sus
know.
stuff
They
on
love
the
you.
podcast
Like
all the
what?
time.
You're gonna get a thug that's
Like,
gonna try to date you.
Like
They're
last.
liking you like
Tell them if
they're
they got
liking-
some money, let's talk.
But it's gonna be
Part
a
of the
rough
deal.
ride. It's gonna be a
Side
rough
piece.
ride.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
so
side
here's
piece
the
who's
thing.
like a guy.
Right.
That'd
That's
be
what I'm saying.
so
That's
fun.
the
No, I
most San
tried to do
Francisco
that.
thing ever.
I tried to like get like a side piece. Ooh, it's about to get hot.
Okay.
It's about to get hot on this podcast.
Somebody had too much to drink
I don't
already.
care. Like, it is what it is. It is what it is.
She gonna ask to edit this afterwards.
No,
Yes.
I
Let her say it.
I might, but I might
We had a
not.
long conversation about us cutting her off. So go ahead.
Good.
Yeah, so listen. So I tried to do like a side piece as a girl, right?
But you mean a girl should
girl.
have
No, I tried to get a side piece, right? I
A
had
gay side piece.
a gay side piece. I tried to go like
Go gay.
I mean, she knew I wasn't gay, but
You
know,
gotta try.
Yeah,
in this life.
it was cool or
But
whatever.
what you mean try?
Well, I
I
don't
didn't try
know.
nothing.
She's
I just
bi.
was
I'm
there
bi.
for
Yeah.
I was just there for fun.
Okay, we want to ask you the first time you ever had sex with a woman, girl. Good.
But basically, I liked this girl, I liked the personality. The way she even approached me was the reason why I talked to her, because I wouldn't have talked to her, like, you know, I don't know. She has a good personality, right? Boom. So we started talking. Everything is cool. Everything is great. But then I'm like, ANIA, you're not gay. So it's just, and in my mind, I'm like, okay, you're a girl, but you kind of act like a boy, which is cool. But now you're confusing me. In my mind, because it's like, I'm going to treat you like I would treat a regular guy, but I realize I can't do that because she's a girl.
And
She knows all about it because her podcast host doesn't think she's gay either.
No,
So
yeah. So it's like, it's just
I
different.
have so much to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep
It's
going.
just different at the point. It's like, okay, I can't treat you like how I would treat a regular guy.
Why? Because of the emotions?
Well, yeah, because whatever I think that I'm saying to you is fine. Then 3 days later, you telling me, you know, you're upset about something that I said that I thought was pretty minuscule. I'm like, oh, it's because you're a girl.
You're a woman.
Okay,
Dating
it
women
makes
is so
sense.
much harder than dating
it's
men.
so much harder, and I'm just not with it.
Yeah.
Dating
y'all are
women.
too smart.
Wait, dating
Yeah.
women. Say it. Come on.
Dating women is so much harder than dating men because A, you respect them. I don't respect men.
Exactly. You respect women, literally.
So like hilarious.
You ain't never lie.
That's so
She
funny.
literally looked at me too and she said, she goes, you ain't shit.
You don't really, like, you know,
Just so you know,
a
you
man
ain't
gets what he
shit.
gets from a woman just because of how she feels or how
I
they make her
respect
feel.
men,
Yeah.
but I do think that they're a little dumb.
No.
But
You
they're
wouldn't
dumb.
respect them
We are.
as much as you would respect a woman.
I wouldn't deal with a woman because they're too introspective.
Exactly.
I wouldn't be able
Exactly. Head
to
on.
do bullshit with them because they'll be like, you feel
Because they're
different.
paying attention. Men do not listen to the words that come out of your mouth, so
Yeah,
it's
they
so
don't.
easy to date them because nothing matters. You know what I mean?
Right.
You could be in a coma and they're like, "Where do you want to go to dinner?" Like they have no idea what's going on. Women
you're in the
are
coma.
listening and they are analyzing and they are. It is you have to answer. You have to be in the moment. It's you have to be
Yeah.
quick.
Like
Why
even
not?
when you
I
looked
don't
at my
wanna put
finger
that effort
earlier,
in.
even when you looked
Yeah.
at my finger earlier and you're like, oh, you're married. before I got married, I've never in my life looked at someone's finger.
Oh, that every woman does that.
I look at
Never
everybody's
look at
finger.
that. But guys don't do that. I've never been like,
But you only
I've
look
never
at
been
the
talking to
finger-
a girl and been like,
But you look at the finger if you think the person is attractive.
Yeah, I'm not just looking at it.
I'm just not looking at anybody's finger. Right? I'm not looking
don't
at
forget
anybody.
I'm gay.
But I am gay.
Yeah.
So okay.
Pass the mama one.
Okay, dating a woman. Tell me your first encounter with a woman.
Okay.
If you want to go here.
No, yeah, I literally talk about it all the time. I dated one woman in this life, and then I immediately went back to men.
Why?
Because I dated men, and my type of a man is very crazy. I like neck tattoos. I like gold teeth. Exactly.
You just got out of a relationship too,
I just got out of a relationship with a man that I'm still having sex with. Like, you know the vibe.
That's toxic.
I like British guy. Like, I like chaos.
Artists.
I like darkness.
You want somebody to hurt your feelings.
I want someone to be like crazy.
Yeah.
Somebody
Spit in your mouth, yeah,
and
and
you gonna ask them. You like,
I don't like.
Hey, why do you say that at the same time too?
we suck.
Do I hate it or do
Yeah.
I like it? Do I hate it or do yeah?
Yeah.
So that is my history with men. I would hate that, and I like it. She goes, "Don't do that. Don't do that."
Okay, come on.
So I got out of a relationship with a tattoo artist that was very tumultuous, and then I was like, I'm going gay this time around, and I dated this girl who was also insane. So I had kind of like the same. I'm like, oh, my type isn't just guy or girl.
It's the energy.
It might just be
It's just
insane.
insane. Yeah.
But I like gay sex is fun, but there's no kind of like.
So
It feels like appetizers only. And
Yeah.
then
I can imagine that.
you get it?
Yeah,
And you're like, I'm so
that's-
hungry.
Yeah.
I've always thought about that, but I never wanted to say that about.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
There
she
was
didn't-
no
did
like
she-
strap.
No, but I didn't do full. But that's the thing. I didn't go full strap on because that's
Y'all
like
were just scissoring.
we were just like it was just like foreplay. That feels crazy. I can't stretch like that.
Yeah. You got to get.
No,
well,
I think that
It was
I could-
fine.
I
It was
think-
like a French foreign film. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that I could have sex with a woman.
You sounded like you just regurgitated.
Yeah,
a little bit.
because I feel like I feel like the church
I can't
in me.
eat no vagina.
Right, but
No,
like,
you got two
it
different
is-
sides. You got like a dark side
I
and then a
feel
little
like I
angelic
could,
side.
but I listened to church online this weekend. So
Church is online.
Hey, listen,
now?
church
it's
been
Monday.
online since the pandemic.
Hey, listen, it's Monday.
That's true.
Yeah.
Temple is not online. The Jews were like, we'll see you when it's over.
Good luck.
We're like, we're not doing more
Nah,
work.
the black he needed that money. He was like, "Where's the 10%?"
Pray.
He was like-
They got the Cash App on the
Yeah,
screen.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
So I've thought about it, right? And the reason why I've thought about it is because of porn. Porn makes it seem like lesbian sex is the most beautiful thing in the history of world. Like there's birds and
It kind
it's
of
so
is.
sensual.
nature.
Yeah.
It's like it makes you think that you haven't totally. Yeah, it makes
It's
you
like animated.
Yeah, it makes
You
you
know what I
feel
mean?
like you haven't totally connected until you've connected to a woman. But I know women,
Yeah.
and those bitches are crazy.
Yes.
Like, ain't no way.
That's
Ain't
exactly
no
it.
way.
Yes.
No way. No.
I feel like sex with a woman is awesome. Dating a woman is a nightmare.
Right.
Yeah.
I can see
For
that.
me.
Right.
That's
I
why
can
it
see
always
that.
Don't come for me.
I can
domestic.
see that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
lesbians
it gets quick
always
right away.
fight.
Oh, so
Well, a lot of lesbians.
So could you
Most.
then eventually be in a relationship, married to a man, whatever, but still incorporate that element into it?
No,
Would you be
why would
down
you
with
get
that?
mad?
Because he wants that. He wants a threesome.
No, I'm trying.
Okay, so if you were me,
Yeah,
and I'm married.
yeah.
let's
No,
say-
hypothetically, you were across the table.
You work in
you were
fundraising
married,
and marketing,
and you,
and you're married to my wife,
Yeah,
and you're me.
yeah.
Would you? Yeah, why not?
You would.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm
So would
too
you
jealous.
be mad if he did it the same thing?
If he fucked a girl or a
If
guy?
he brought other people
Hold on
in
to
and
that
was
real
like,
quick.
let's make this work with all three of them.
I personally think
throuple.
that's fine, but I've also like
lot
that
of
doesn't
money.
bother me.
Mm-hmm.
What?
He's gonna need to have a lot of money to get a throuple out of me.
You think so?
Yeah, because why
It's
am
this
I
finger
saying
for me.
What's money for? Jazz Bon Jovi, she's
Yeah.
good. Oh, he just
Yeah.
got
I like
passed
broke
away.
guys.
What did she
Really?
just say? She said
Like a
that those
project.
are her parents' money. That's your parents' money, right?
Yeah, but
so
I
now
like.
you gotta wait till they
And I hope they never do. I'm obsessed with them.
Exactly.
But I'm gonna make my own money, which is not a lot, but I'm
But
trying.
you will.
You will.
But I will. But
You built a set
I
today,
like,
girl.
Thank you.
Yeah, girl, you're resourceful.
I did peel and stick wallpaper today. I could do fucking anything.
That
you can
part.
do anything.
But I like broke guys. I don't like rich guys. I don't like the personality of a rich guy.
You like a project.
I like someone who's just like, this is good. Like, I'm good. Like, there's something about a rich guy that's controlling, and that's kind of like my thing.
Yeah.
So.
I can see that. Very egotistic, narcissistic.
That's
yeah.
hilarious.
There's only one controlling person over here, okay?
Oh, I like rich guys.
I immediately saw her go, oh, no.
don't.
Wait till you get older, babe.
Look, I'm like, I know I keep on scrunching my forehead. Let me just pull this up, but no.
Look. Broke.
No, but let me tell you something. You know, because she would probably get a rich guy that's pretending that he's broke. Because a lot of rich guys try to act like they don't have any money.
I would love one of those. That's fine. They're just the rich guys I have met in this life. Also, when you're a smart woman who works at night in comedy with a bunch of men, rich guys don't like that.
No.
Like, that doesn't
No
fit
guys
into
like
their
that,
world.
except broke guys that want to try to.
Or people who understand and never really
You're
work
there,
at night
a broke
too.
guy that wants to meet Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You're like, this is bullshit.
No, I just like date musicians who also work at night or date
so they
other
understand
artists
it.
or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
But
yeah.
like, you date a rich guy who works in fucking tech and he works 9 to 5 and I don't wake up till 11:30. It's just doesn't, the worlds don't mesh.
Yeah.
You know?
Which, by the way, I was just thinking as we're talking, this is the reason everyone thinks I'm fucking gay. We're
Why?
sitting around a red table with makeup on the fucking table. She's like, "Are you safe?" You guys are like lesbian sex, and I'm just like,
No,
"Yeah,
You do it.
Yeah.
Wait,
You have literally done this all to yourself.
excuse me.
No, that is true.
People
I have.
think
No, you're not
people
wrong.
think you're gay because you tongue kissed a guy.
Yeah.
You
That's
drank
true.
liquor out of a shoe.
Yep.
You've done. You
That
take
feels
off your
straight.
shirt and you
Thank
you
you.
do like a thing.
Yeah.
And you said that you think you can suck a penis.
I
well.
said, first of all,
This is not
I
only
said
one episode.
hypothetically, if I had to do it, I think I could be really good at it. And that was where the clip came from last time, and we put that out. And I had all sorts of dudes being like, "Hey, yo, pause, fam. What do we?
Yeah, wait.
what do
They're
we-
not in your DM.
Yeah.
Nobody's in your DM
Yeah.
like, yo, I'm enjoying the show, yo.
I'm gonna be honest with you though. My DMs for gay guys be popping.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
of
can tell,
course.
'cause
They
you're
really be
handsome,
hitting me
you're
up
handsome
like
man.
a lot. So like it's like maybe I do need to
He's
chill.
married.
Yeah, thank
And
you.
she will cut you.
Yeah, she is
not-
crazy. She's Italian,
she's-
so she
That's
gets
awesome.
Yeah.
I love
cut you.
I
Italians.
feel
Yeah.
like I got
They're the best.
sidetracked, but you said something. I said hold it. So what did I tell you to hold?
Oh, me, my brain.
Wait, that's set
Nothing.
up.
Oh no, threesomes.
Oh.
All right. So to go on what you were saying, threesomes. I feel like, and this is for everybody. I feel like the only way that I can be in a threesome and be like cool with it and not feel jealous is if I'm the person that's invited to as a couple.
Oh,
Like,
but you're not in the couple.
So it's not your man.
Yeah, I don't want it to
Because
be
you don't have
my
any love.
relationship.
You don't have any love for the people.
I don't want to be
I thought you meant her daily life.
love in your
You
life.
have no love in your life at all.
No, not her life. I mean, for the people.
How old are you?
I'm 23.
Oh my God, I can't stop staring at your nails, by the way. They look amazing.
Thank you.
You're 23, so you will lose that. You will lose that. When you're in a relationship for a long time and you're like, oh, you gotta spice it up.
I told her when her frontal lobe
I believe that.
develops, it's going to all change. It's just going to all be like,
When you
ooh.
turn 27,
Yes.
everything you thought you believed in
Yeah, it's going to be so different.
completely changes. Like, I actually swear to God, your whole view on the world will turn upside down.
You don't even know you. Like when
I
you turn,
don't.
when you turn, but when you turn
Act like I
like
do.
26, 27, you're
Wow.
going to look back on this person right now and be like, are you guys?
Oh my,
I was just acting like my life is a movie because I want to
Yes.
play it back.
Yeah.
I want to do everything. All the craziness is going to happen. Right
Okay,
now.
so
Yeah.
You should.
what's your recommendation for Gen Z?
Gen Z, relax. That's my biggest thing.
Yeah.
We're going to die in
Yep.
like 10 to 15 years because of global warming. It's a wrap. Get rid of these morals. It doesn't matter. Do what's best for you in this life because we got a couple years left.
Yep.
Put down your phone. Just put it down.
Live.
Like when you go out, you could be on it in bed, you could be on it during the day, but when you go out with your friends, throw your phone out the goddamn window and live. Nothing matters.
But the
Nothing
moment.
is as deep as you think it is. Do you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like you get
Yeah.
older and you're like, oh, I had all of these expectations of what life is going to be, and you get older and you go, not only is those
You're like,
do you
ugh.
not meet those expectations, but also it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
Like all that matters
Facts.
is having fun and friendship
Yeah.
and
Having sex with your ex.
having sex with your exes just to check, just to see,
Just to
Yeah.
get it out.
just
Yeah.
to get it out of your system. Yeah, like nothing matters. Just do. Also, I got a good piece of advice recently. It was don't trust, like global wisdom rather than trusting yourself. So like follow your own gut and do what you think is right. Like think about it, analyze it. Don't be like, this feels good in the moment, but like do what you think is the right thing, not what like folklore tells you to do. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely like listening to your intuition.
Yeah, that matters more than anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
And your
part.
intuition recently told you to go to, what was it, Paris?
Oh yeah, I
And
went to
fucking
Paris.
live your best life with all your girls?
Tell us about it.
Fuck.
Tell us about it.
Guys, Paris.
Did you go with a guy?
No, I
No,
went with
she
my
went with a-
girlfriends.
Yeah.
That's
I stalked
It was
your
a girls'
Instagram
trip.
before you came.
That's
here.
why I
Is
feel like
why
all
you
this
looked
advice
for
that she just said, I was like, did this come from that trip?
Yeah.
I stalked your Instagram a little bit before we came here. Is this where those clips are coming from? Like your 3 pinned clips?
Oh.
Was that in Paris?
No, I have a sketch group with 2 other comedians,
Okay.
Steph D'Agostini and Savannah DeSarmo, hilarious stand-ups. That's called Text Me Back. That's on my Instagram.
Okay.
I also have
I
a
like that.
podcast with Zach Senior called La Podcast. Both fun projects. But those girls I did go to Paris with.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
So I went through a breakup and I was recovering from 2 broken feet. And then I broke up with my boyfriend and got out of my boot casts in the same exact week.
2 broken feet from what?
From walking around. I'm so physically weak. It's unbelievable.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I'm very brittle. And then I flew to Europe and then had the girls like a Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants kind of girls.
nice.
Do you know what I mean?
Did you go to House of Versailles?
No, I wish.
Why
It's
does it- I
it's
actually
far,
went to-
and I was only there for like 4 days.
It's
Oh,
a
okay.
it's a train ride. It's an hour
Really?
out. I took them. I took her and my other daughter. We went to Paris and went to the House of Versailles. The train
fun.
ride is right by the Lock Bridge. It's like you just go down and you just go and you look and all you see all Marie
Well, that
Antoinette
means you gotta go
things.
back.
I should
You
have
gotta
done
go
that.
back.
Oh, I'm going back. It
Did
was
you
my
do
favorite place.
Eiffel Tower.
No, we stayed.
Oh,
What'd
we
y'all
by-
do?
She's like, well, we did an Eiffel Tower, but not the one you're speaking of.
But yes. No, we stayed in the Marais and which is like kind of like Brooklyny, and just like fucked around and had nice dinners and like didn't do any of the touristy
dope.
stuff.
Yeah,
We
didn't
were
go
also
to
there
the
during the heat
Louvre?
wave. We waited in line for the Louvre and the line was too long, so then we went to the Picasso Museum.
That's dope.
It was
I like that.
Museum
I'm gonna
is
be
this
honest with you.
big. It's like
It's like
no-
quick.
It's like nothing.
Yeah, it's
I
nothing.
like that because that's how I came out here and did the first time I ever visited New York. I did the same thing. I went to all the touristy shit. I was like, oh, all right, whatever. New York's cool, I guess.
Yeah.
And then I came back and I was just like, let me do it, submerge myself in a real life New York experience.
Just walk around.
Kind of like what you did with Paris. And I was like, I fuck
the
with
train
New
to the
York
Bronx.
heavy.
Yes.
Take the train to the Bronx, get raped.
Yeah.
Fuck with New York.
I'm holding pockets and shit.
I went to New York City and I got mugged and raped. I love it. I'm moving
I've
there.
been fucked
And
by
I was
2
like,
Latin
"Hey,
kings. I
you
had
know
my own
what?
Eiffel
Like
Tower.
that.
No, you know what we should do as comedians? I'm telling you. I hate this separation of comedians like black and white. I feel like it's annoying to me. But I feel like being that so many comedians are not from New York, we should do like 30, 40 comedians meet at some place, I don't know, historical society, and comedians do New York. And then we film all the stuff and just
All
have
right,
somebody-
stop the poop. This sounds really good. You're gonna have to stop this and develop it.
Don't give it all away.
One thing about us, we're gonna have all the ideas and capitalize on none of them.
I'm like,
I
she
capitalized.
was going
See
to
my
be
lipstick?
great.
Yeah.
This is my lipstick line.
You better.
Coming soon.
Coming soon. I
Really?
capitalized. Yeah. Hell yeah, girl.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I also want to start my own company this year. That's
Yeah.
It's on my
Really?
to-do list. Yeah.
Yeah. To-do list?
Yeah.
We
Oh,
outside.
yeah, girl.
We outside.
I want to
Yeah,
be CEO.
So that's what I think that we should do. I feel like just because comedians are so quick, we were talking about this coming, like so quick-witted, always like the screen, we could just do it like Larry David. This is what we going for, and just kind of like figure out the dialogue as it goes,
Yeah.
and just kind of like watch humans be humans and just being comedians in New York City. I think that would be dope.
I'm gonna be
go
honest
to
with you.
Rockefeller Center. We can
can
roller
ice skate.
skate. No, you roller skate in Rockefeller Center now.
Really?
Yeah, they have roller
switched
skate.
it
They have roller
from
skating
ice
rink.
skating to roller
Yeah.
skating.
Oh, because it melted.
No.
10
I
to
think-
15 years
no,
left.
They had Usher there.
Facts. That is the biggest fact she said on this entire podcast.
What'd you say?
It's
And I
over.
only
10 to
have
15
15 more years to
It's
live.
over.
Right, that's
Yeah.
only 15 more summers.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, so-
I don't know about y'all.
Could you
but
imagine if you
I've
only
been
had
ha-
15
And we just lost 2 with COVID. So
Well,
That's
not
so
even that.
true.
You gotta
Not
get it
even-
back.
Well, to be honest with you, I feel like COVID in the summertime, I had a great time.
I had the
Out
best
of the country.
pandemic.
she's like,
I did a
COVID
whole bunch
who?
of
She
things
went on vacation like 3 times last year.
in one summer.
And it
Yeah.
was cheap.
Yeah, because that's what girls do. That used to piss me off, dude. When I
'Cause
was
guys
I
would
was
pay for
living
their
in
stuff.
California,
That's what I'm
and
saying.
we
I'm
would
like,
go to
what
Vegas.
That's what
Barely
that's
had
what
to
girls
pay
in
for
their
anything.
20s
Oh, this
do.
pissed me the fuck
Nobody's
off.
paying
We
for
would
my
go to
shit.
Vegas, and we would spend so much
Winter
money.
came back with money.
And
That's how
exactly,
you do it.
they would come with like $200 in their whole pocket for the entire fucking weekend, and they would they would go back with 180, and I'd be
Being
like,
a
how did
girl-
this happen?
Because they're 20 years old and the vagina is so valuable. It's about to go down, right? Because
I've
soon as
always said that.
25, it just does like that.
I've
It
got,
just like
I've got
that.
money on cock. As we
Use it.
Yeah, as we alluded
What
to
you
earlier.
said, Gabby?
I
Use
said,
it.
I got
use
stock
it.
on cock. Okay, so
You're good.
I got stock on cock. My
No,
stock is
yeah,
on
no,
cock.
definitely.
Vagina goes down like fucking Bitcoin when you
Yeah,
hit
it
30.
does, it
Wow,
does. It
you
just
don't get
does like
anything
this.
for free
It's
anymore.
a depreciating asset. You're like, I got this joke, and I'm like, now my vagina got to come with stuff like good advice. I got to explain shit.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's sad.
Like
it's
wisdom.
sad. It's so
Yeah.
sad. Nobody's
And
paying for my shit.
like a download card. Do you know what I mean? You have to get free shit.
Yeah,
as well.
nobody's paying for my shit.
No.
Nobody's paying for my shit.
But that's okay.
No,
Yeah.
no.
No, it's not. Okay.
I come
Just
from-
actually, that's the issue
I
here.
come from,
No,
I
wait.
come from Gen X, and my
You're
generation.
up like X-Pac. Let's relax.
It's like DMX. Like,
Yeah.
but my generation is all about like drug dealers and or money makers, rappers, all paying for their women. Right? It was all like women were just objectified, and we were cool with that.
Yeah.
And now y'all talking about don't objectify me, don't hold my door. We were not like that. And so I still feel like I am a hot 18-year-old. I know I'm not.
But
in
you're
my-
like very hot though, so you
Yeah.
could
but
still.
I'm not
She didn't know you was
Yeah.
my mom
I didn't even know that.
until we sat at this table and I was on live and I said my mom.
Look at her. She's going to take all these compliments
It
after
doesn't
what I said
matter.
earlier.
It doesn't matter because I know what my experiences are.
Okay.
And my experiences, if I can date older, right? If I can date like a boomer,
Yeah.
but he sleep at 6. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that in my life.
Isn't
Yeah,
that
but how much
nice?
money does he have?
It doesn't matter how much money he has
Run
because
over him.
oftentimes they're not really spending money like that on somebody that's in
True.
their 40s.
They're trying to get ready for retirement.
When not even getting ready for, because they're gonna spend that kind of money
You and your
on
me.
25-year-olds. Why would they spend that on a
Yeah.
40-year-old that's talking about dumb shit like
Right.
and the 401k? You know,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
talking about 401k and stuff. No one hear that shit.
Yeah.
And
They
I'm
want
talking about
somebody-
when I'm getting my hair done.
Yeah, and she's talking about, what's that guy? Gorilla. You know, I want to go to Gorilla
That's a
concert.
girl.
Yeah. That's like girl like that. You know what I'm
You
saying?
said guy. That's a girl.
That was
Sorry.
a fun
Sorry,
mom-daughter
Gorilla.
moment. That was
You are a girl.
genuinely
Sorry.
adorable.
That was Gen Z, like,
Little.
hey.
She's
y'all
like
don't
this
understand.
big.
girl.
But okay, sorry, my bad. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just
Yeah.
different.
Yeah, but I also think older men are a little bit more scared now because of Me Too and all of these things that now they have to date women in their 40s.
I agree with that.
No, they don't.
I don't
Have
think
you
so.
met men? Man, you're bugging. You think
No,
like a woman. You think a woman,
am.
you think a man is going to be like, oh, might as well go with Clara. Never. Never. They're all, they like what they like. You're a man. They like what they like. Max, you're a man. You like
Oh,
what
why
you
you putting
like.
this on us?
No, Max.
This is on you.
No.
Why would you spend your money on someone who has their own money and has their own career and has
Right.
their
But then
own
you don't
life
have
and
to-
has
then you
built
spend
their-
less
Sure,
money.
sure.
But
No.
men like
No, I'll be
to feel
honest with you,
control,
though.
So they don't mind
That's
spending
interesting.
money.
I'm gonna be honest, I've
When they
always
know
said-
that
Nothing
you-
to men.
nobody
Thank
cares
no.
about
Hold
money.
up. Y'all
Tool.
speaking for men. I'm gonna tell you right now, as a man who thinks about this
you see
stuff
how he did it?
often,
As a
Asserting himself.
often.
dominance. I'm better you bitches. I'm better than you bitches.
paid
Listen to
more.
me.
As a man who makes the most money at this table.
I
Actually,
went to
she makes more money.
Phoenix. I make more. I make more.
I totally make
No,
more
I don't
too.
because I'm single. He's double. He has
What
two,
do you do?
He has 2 family
Everyone's
incomes.
out here making 6
Yeah.
figures and I'm not. What do you do?
I run a law
You
firm.
will be. Yeah.
You're magic. You're magic.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So that kind of thing, right?
So what I'm trying to say though is I don't know how older men do that shit.
You okay? Chill.
I don't know how older men do that shit because I think about it all the time. I'm thinking about if I was to be single again and I happen to deal with a girl, would I want to deal with a younger girl Ania's age? And don't take this personally. No, but like, and y'all talking about, oh, I want to go out, I want to get my hair done. I'd be like, get the fuck out of my face. Like, I don't even.
That's not going to be any money for you, because what she's asking for is nothing to you, right? So she's like, I want my hair done, my nails done, maybe a bag on my birthday. So
that's
if
$500.
If you quantify,
for the bag, actually the bag.
No, it's not $500 for a bag.
She goes for the bag that I have.
Louis Vuitton.
Let's try $2,500.
Yeah.
Right, so $2,500 for the bag. But it doesn't matter because you're rich, and it's only going to cost a couple times. And what you get with the sexual transmutation, you get so much energy. You're going to make.
Have you heard about this, by the way?
You're going to make more money.
Never heard about this.
What are you talking
Walk
about?
around with someone that's young and hot, I guess. So you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't even think it's about the money. I really don't think it's about the money, because I feel like every single time I've received money from, I guess, older men, they never made it seem like it was a problem. And
of course, it's not gonna seem like it's a problem. No guy wants to be like, "Oh, I'm broke. How much you need? Shit, let me fucking count it." No, they of course they didn't give it to you.
I
Act like it's
also
not a
feel like
problem.
it's the way that you ask, too. It can, like, sometimes I feel like you men always, and I know you guys are gonna agree with this. You guys are like kind of dumb in a sense. Like, you guys like that damsel in distress thing. And we do it so well.
I don't.
I'm bad at that.
See, I'm bad at it too.
Yeah, I don't.
That's why nobody gives me anything, because I be acting like my penis is
Same.
just as big.
Same.
I'm like, I got girth. He like, you
Yeah.
don't.
Hey, what
I'm
was
like,
that?
I will
Pussy.
value. Yeah.
That makes me feel safe.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah.
I don't like
Sad.
anyone to think I don't like a man to think that he's smarter than me. So I'm bad at
Yeah.
the damsel
But you
in
gotta
distress.
chill.
Can be that's my point though too. Like maybe I'm just crazy or something, but like I would rather have at this point a girl that's smart and like can hold conversations and has personality.
That's
and I don't
because you're
give
a
fuck
good
about all
guy.
this shit.
Liar.
Well,
That's not
yeah.
true.
No, he's married now, right?
Yeah,
and he loves her, and he's in a situation where he's in a partnership at this point where she can hold her own, which makes life easier for him.
Right.
So now he can say stuff like, "I'm not sleeping on nobody's couch."
But that's our generation of men. How old are you?
37.
Okay, wow, you're so much older than I thought you were.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing amazing. I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
But I feel like men in their 30s and then 20s are like, now women make just as much, if not more than me, so I don't even care anymore. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Where older men are like used to women making less, so they pay more. Now we fucking split every goddamn bill.
I can't split. So
You don't
I
like
see
it?
my generation. I can't. It's something about my vagina, the way it's set up.
Right? I wish somebody would ask me to split a bill.
Yeah, but
It's not like you gonna stab
but
someone.
not that I haven't done it, but not that I haven't done it, and not that I haven't like taken a guy out or whatever, and I've paid or whatever. But I don't like it.
My mom is the
I've
same
done it. I just
way,
don't
though.
like it.
My mom is like, don't you dare ever fucking even touch your wallet. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't like that makes me feel like they have control over me. And I don't like that.
Right.
What?
Well, we're
it's
talking
just
about
dinner.
equality and shit like that too. Like that's part of it.
But that's the thing
No?
too. Like, I feel like to make that not feel like it's, you don't want somebody to have control of you, you got to think about it and what the situation is. It's just dinner. Sometimes people want to be chivalrous. And sometimes we just have to allow that, you know.
Sometimes we don't. How about that? Sometimes we want you to even act like you fucking caring or reaching for your wallet. Sometimes.
I always talk to my girlfriends about this too. Like when I ask them how they move on a first date or whatever, and it's like, oh yeah, sometimes I be acting like I'm gonna pay, like fidgeting in my bag, and I'm like, why?
I love you.
Yeah.
But why? And it's not even a situation where it's like you can't pay for your own, because I've always learned from my mom, don't ever go on a date with someone if you don't have your own money, just in case.
Or your mom's credit card in your wallet that you would fucking spend at will.
Either way. Do you get what I'm saying? You're never supposed to go somewhere, quote unquote, assed out. Right?
Yeah.
So that's the case. So just treat it as such. Okay, the bill come. I'm not fidgeting. It's not that big of a deal. If you try to be like, oh, do you have this? I got me.
Yeah.
And or it's not even
But
like
that's
I'm
splitting.
a selfish person because I've taken people out on dates and paid for it. That's not the point. But I just feel like if we're going out and you have initiated the date,
If you initiate the date, you pay.
Even if you don't initiate the date.
Yeah.
And we're together.
See, my
you should
wife
pay.
just did that this weekend. We went out for
I
brunch
just
or whatever.
want a
She
guy-
paid.
Yeah.
I want a guy
man.
I want a guy
merged our
that's
shit.
not even the issue.
Exactly.
But
Why
I've
we
dated
even
some
making
guys that's not the issue. But then oftentimes when they're so traditional, it's not exciting.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
It's like they be boring sometimes.
But traditional in what way?
Traditional where they'll pay for everything, but they don't really have
That's
anything
just
to
like
say.
a yawn. I'm like, okay, you get off on buying everything. There's
Yeah,
just
like,
something.
it could be that.
I had an ex who would get like
I think I get
mad
off on
if
buying.
I tried to pay.
I like that guy. What's his number?
But I'll give it to you.
Yeah, both of you guys like crazy motherfuckers. Guys who like to pay and are chivalrous. Ugh. Choke me.
Chivalrous is fine, but
Yeah.
it's like I don't know why this is my word of the day, but control. It's like being like you don't even spend your own money. Like I work hard for my money. I
Yeah.
also want to spend it. I want to buy
Yeah.
you something every
Yeah.
now and
Yeah, I
then.
wanna
Like
buy
that
you
makes
something
too.
me
I'm
feel
nice.
good.
Yeah.
That
But-
feels good.
But it's like. But what's Bonnie McFarlane? Oh, has the funniest line where she's like, "It's
My
a
husband
man."
loves me. Oh, that one?
Which one? You go.
Well, he said, this is what I love when Bonnie says. She's like, my husband loves me, and I like him just fine.
Yeah. She goes, "A man should pay because he has the option to kill you later," and I get that. Like a man you just met on the internet
Yeah.
should, at the very least, feed you.
Yeah.
Sure,
It's the least you can do before you kill me.
exactly, because you have the option to murder
Right.
me.
Right. Well, shout out to.
I never think about that,
Bonnie.
that men are going to kill me.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest,
Well, shout out to Ted Bundy who used to do it
Really?
to men. He
I
was
never
equal
think
opportunity.
of a man
And that's beautiful.
wanting to kill me.
That
I'm
is.
such a nice person. I feel like
that be happening to the nicest people.
I don't think that they would want to
Hold on.
kill me.
Yeah, you
Maybe
are like
a
you
little date
come
rape.
across as an angel,
A
but
little.
like you could be dark though.
I could be dumb.
Yeah, you
Are you
can
talking about my skin color?
No. I'm talking about like in your head. I'm talking about in your head.
Walks into
Yes,
that truck.
MLK Day. Shout out to MLK. We didn't even acknowledge the civil rights activist leader died for the cause, and we need a parade. We didn't even talk about that.
Yeah,
Wasn't
happy
there?
Martin
Didn't there
Luther
used to
King
be a
Day.
parade?
No, and then there's no parade for Martin Luther King. I was driving to the city today, with just nobody on the roads. I was like, this is weird. We need
Well,
You
Yeah.
know
a
why?
parade
Why is it in January?
Yeah.
because it was his birthday.
I know, but also it's cold.
Isn't Black History Month in February too?
guess
They
what?
really
Guess
fucked
what?
y'all
We
with
went to
the
the warmer
yeah.
month, so we could
yeah.
get
Guess
this
what else?
parade.
Guess what
Yeah.
else is cold?
What?
New Year's Eve. We still outside. Guess
True.
what else?
That's
The
true.
Macy's Day Parade is on Thanksgiving. That's in November. Still
True.
cold.
True.
I mean, he did get a monument.
In Washington.
It's
No,
one of the worst
we
monuments
need-
of all time.
No,
Did you see the backlash on that on
we
social?
We
I
need,
do remember
It
that.
was beautiful. Have you seen it in person?
No, I've seen
No,
it in
shut
person.
up.
No,
I can
no,
see
no,
pictures
no,
on.
no,
I can see
no,
pictures
no,
online,
no,
and
no,
people
no,
hate it.
No, it's beautiful.
I'm talking about the
So
new
shut
one.
up.
I'm
with
talking about the
arms.
new one.
No,
Yes,
I'm
with the
talking about
arms.
the one that's
Oh,
In DC.
That's
oh,
the
oh,
one
oh.
in
in
DC is amazing.
It's nice. It's of his face.
You ever
And
say
it
something as
has,
a
like,
white person, then like you're like, oh shit, did I
Yeah.
just?
The other day in the green room.
It's mixed company. Shut the fuck
It's
up.
okay.
Remember when we were in the green room? We were playing Uno. It was you, me, Derek Gaines, and Bonnie. And every time we would like put down a like you take 4 card, they'd be like, fucking white people. And we were like, sorry. I'm sorry, you have to take 4.
They kept on doing a draw 4. I was like, all right, chill out. We're teaching them. They're beating us. Fuck out of
Yeah,
here. This
right.
is bullshit.
was
We
funny.
had fun. That was fun,
That
right?
was fun.
Sugar tits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone kept calling me sugar tits.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a
Nice.
good nickname.
I know, I have no tits, so I was like,
have a
please.
question.
Yeah.
What's your stripper name?
Isn't it like
If you had to pick
the,
a stripper name, what would it be?
but
Yeah,
isn't
how does
there
that
a
work? There's
thing?
like a thing where it's
It's
like
like the
the
first
street,
name of
the
your
street
cat?
you lived on, or like
no,
some.
no, no. I
yeah.
don't want
your
that.
first
What-
pet and the street you
Something
lived
like
on.
that.
Would you feel like if you could be, an exotic
Yeah.
dancer for the night, just to have a good time?
Right,
what would
right.
be your name?
Okay, we could do both. So my first one, the street name and the cat, and the
It goes
and
your
the pen.
first pet and then your street.
Okay, so mine would be Glitter Skank.
Skank?
Skank Avenue.
No.
Shout out to Glitter Skank.
Damn, that's
I
great.
love glitter.
That's perfect. And then what would be your chosen name?
La 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 licious.
Wow.
Why?
Because I
What?
would want to do like this la 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 like that.
Into the microphone.
Yes.
Ooh, wow. That was some
I thought about
lesbian
this.
vibe.
That had like
Was it
backstory.
fast?
Yeah.
Was it fast? That was good.
No, you gotta do it fast.
La, la,
It's
la,
gonna
it was-
be la, 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 la.
Oh my God.
I would be a bad lesbian. Look.
Yeah, you gotta. Your tongue gotta go
No,
fast.
it is crazy. Like, eat the first time I ate pussy. It's
Okay.
really hard.
You didn't do it well.
I love that she was.
No, it's to do that is like
But why wouldn't you just do it how you would want somebody?
because
to
your
do it?
tongue, the muscles in your tongue are not used to doing that. Like
Yeah.
he has trained his tongue to do
Yes.
that. I was like, wow, it is
Yeah.
so hard.
Your jaw got tired, didn't
Yeah,
it?
I got locked.
How did you
Yeah.
do it before you was okay? Like before it was good.
Not that I never got good at it because I didn't do it enough.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
also
I think
really
that-
bad at sucking dick, so
She's
it's like
really she really felt bad for that hypothetical lesbian.
I think that I would be bad at it too.
it's hard, but your face gets tired.
Yeah.
See, I think I'd be great at it.
Eating pussy, you just
No,
never
sucking
tried.
dick, but I've said this already.
But you might not. If you
True,
if you
I could be wrong. I
haven't
could be
done
wrong.
I
I
thought
could
it was
be
you
wrong.
were saying,
This
and then
guy
I did
probably
it, and I was
take
like,
his penis out your
Yeah.
mouth and be like,
Yeah.
get the hell out of here.
And be like, show me. Max is about to be like, show me.
let's
Prove
see.
it.
Yeah, you might not be good at it.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what
true.
I think. For myself, I say, like, I always thought about like maybe being gay one day, and because of the porn, and I always said it would be the worst head that they've ever received because
Totally.
because I would be tired and
And it's so much effort.
and I don't
like,
want no girl like humping my face and then I
No,
gotta
well-
keep on. It feel like it would be torture. Like
it's a lot. Like
Yeah.
there's a lot
what
going
was
on.
it? What were you trying to do?
When you eat pussy,
Did
it's
you
just
have to
like,
tell her? Because some people say that they watch videos first and then did you do
no,
all
I
that?
completely went in blind. I do know. I'm always unprepared.
I love that we
100%.
went from feminism all the way to meninism, and now we're
Yeah.
like, men have it tough.
So wait a minute.
It's very tough for men to live out here.
So you're in the room.
Uh-huh.
It's time. You're kissing and making out, and you're sucking her, whatever. And then
For sugar tits.
Sugar tits.
That's how I
and
got
then,
that.
and then she's like, "You want to do me? Did she do you first?"
No, I went first. But we also it was first time for both of us, lesbian sex.
That was
so it was
the
a little
worst.
more like
That
it
was the worst experience ever. Nobody
no
was a
one knew
pro.
what the fuck was going on, but it was safe in that way where you didn't have to like prove anything.
Right, right,
Do you know what I mean?
Like if you had to do it, it would probably be the best time to do it now because we both don't know. Kind of like
Exactly.
losing your virginity to someone who is
Also
who's also a virgin.
Yeah, like you don't want to go in with a weathered lesbian who's like, you better hit all the marks.
That's
You know what I mean?
weathered
weathered
lesbian who's like,
Yeah, one
"Oh,
that's a real veteran. That's
Yeah.
like, you know what? Hey, you got to hit the spots. Let's go. Here.
Yeah, like no, it was a little more
Not there,
experimental
over
theater,
Yeah.
which I have a degree in.
Right.
My stripper name would be either Pizza Phalanx or Ferrari Gorgeous.
Ooh, Ferrari Gorgeous
nice.
is good.
That's the
I
one
like
I make
that.
up. That would also be my like drag queen.
Introducing
Coming to the
Ferrari Gorgeous.
That
Like,
should
vroom, vroom, you know,
We should redo the intro and then we introduce her as Ferrari
Ferrari
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Fuck yeah,
Okay, what
dude.
was yours, be?
Well, my regular stripper name for the night, the lady of the night, I call myself Toxic.
Okay, you loved that.
Wow, she is.
Imagine
Yeah.
coming to the stage, Toxic.
Mm.
Look at that.
And everyone's like, oh my god,
Everybody's
one
gonna turn
name.
Like, who's that?
Like
Who's
Madonna.
that? Who's- exactly.
You've thought about this.
I have.
Yeah, she
That's
really
why
has.
I brought the question up.
Yeah.
When it was like, you know what? I want to hear what everybody else is saying. And then you said your street. We lived
Your
on the same
first
street.
pet and then your street name.
Oh, Glitter Skank.
Yeah, same.
It's the same thing.
Wow.
Glitter Skank Jr.
Junior.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That's great.
What's yours, Matt?
Mine would have to be the real one would have to be exotic dysfunction. And then
Whoa.
if we're talking about
good
real life,
That's like a
it'd be
contortionist.
Yeah, be erectile dysfunction if we're being honest. Goddamn hymns, all right, got to me.
Hymns.
Yeah.
Exotic.
Did you know that happens
exotic
actually with
dysfunction.
with hair pills?
No. What about
I
your
did know
first? Your pet name was Dysfunction.
No, I was just.
What
fucking
was your
around.
your pet?
That's
My pet's name was Sugar. Actually.
What's
And your
the damn
street?
name? The street.
Sugar and
oh.
the street that you were born
Oh,
on.
for real? Okay. It was Sugar.
Remember where you live?
I don't even remember, dude.
first
Your
street?
first house, you
I don't
remember
remember.
your first
No,
street?
I don't remember.
Really?
This goes
wasn't a
back to your
sh-
point,
it
though.
probably
Guys
didn't
don't know
My
or remember
house.
anything.
Oh my
In
god.
the middle of the street,
my house. Is that
in
a?
the middle of
That's a
our
millennial.
street,
Is that millennials?
our
No,
house.
that's
no,
80s,
that's
right?
me.
That's you. Okay.
You know who I met the other day? A comic. Fuck, what's his name? He played the dad in the Proud Family, and he was on In Living Color.
Oh,
Tommy
Tommy Davidson.
Tommy Davidson.
Yeah.
And I was like, he's
raised by
like,
white people.
really?
Yeah, he's adopted.
He was adopted.
He was like, oh, well, I did an adoption event with him actually.
Oh, wow.
He was like, do you know who I am? And I'm like, oh, like
Damn,
you're
that's
Tommy
really
Davidson.
putting you on the spot.
I know, he really put me on the spot. And then the first thing out of his mouth, and he goes, I was the dad on the Proud Family. And I literally went like this. And then he did, Jordan! I was like, oh my God, I'm a huge fan. It was such a funny switch.
That's crazy.
It was funny.
Damn.
Oh, Tommy Davidson.
He's hilarious.
Tommy Davis, that's your generation, right?
I think he may be older than me.
I
Really?
think he's older than you.
He's like
He's probably a
60
boomer.
something.
Yeah, he's probably a boomer.
Damn. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
stop talking about my generation.
Onika about to fight me after this podcast.
he's like George Washington. That's your generation, right? You were like the first president of the
Wooden
United States
ass
of America. Yeah.
It's facts.
That
All right, we did
part.
want to talk about this one last thing before we probably should wrap it up. But we were talking about earlier because we were talking about, speaking of toxic shit, we're talking about the most toxic thing that you ever have done in your life. And we had some stories. You didn't want to tell yours.
In my life.
Okay.
I'll
Yeah,
go
someone
first
go
because I
first.
was literally just
Toxic.
telling you guys earlier. The most toxic shit that I ever did, one time my then girl had a problem with someone. She goes, she's trashing me, blah blah. And she goes,
A girl.
That they were partners at their business together. The business where they worked at was just down the street from where we lived. I say, no problem. I don't know why this took over. There's a crazy part. I picked up a knife. I said, no
So
problem.
Italian.
Walked up, pop, 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 pop. I poked all 4 tires. Boom.
That's fucked.
How hard was it? How hard
And it was
to
in the
do
middle of daylight, and it was loud as fuck. So it was like,
Yeah, because tires
Yeah.
can bust.
and I didn't realize that at the time. She was like, oh shit.
You can get hurt.
Yeah.
Busting my tire.
So I was like, oh shit. So I went boom, boom, boom. Just as it was happening, another girl that worked at another business but kind of knew both of them walks out. She walks out the door, sees me do it, closes the door, walks right back in the thing. Like, that's right, mind your fucking business.
Mind your fucking
And then I
business.
just walked off, dude. And I was like, damn, dude. I look back now and I'm like, I could have gotten a lot of fucking trouble. You know, in the time, you're just, in the moment, you're just
Yeah,
fucking
you don't
going.
think you're like, no one's gonna even know I
yeah,
did this.
Yeah. And I was just like, damn, and I just fucking went for it.
That's what you do when you're 23.
Exactly. Well, I was like 25, 24, 23 or something like that.
That's because
So
you didn't have you didn't have your frontal lobe. That's
that's
just what
probably why.
happened.
And I was just like emotional. I was like, fuck it. She about to learn that the hard way.
I
You gonna learn
remember
today,
that.
bitch.
So who else want to go
It ain't
next?
over.
Who wants to go next?
I didn't do any crazy shit for this.
You
is like
seem like a
for-
good kid.
I
You didn't do anything too
don't.
crazy,
It takes
crazy.
a lot to rock me. So
Yeah.
I never really cared enough. I told one girl, Mackenzie, that I was gonna spit on her if she kept fucking with me. That was the only. That was like the most that happened.
Yeah.
That's it.
But I
A
never.
threat?
People wouldn't. If anyone tried to fight me, I'd be like, I don't really give a shit if you live or die. So why
Yeah.
would I waste my energy?
Right.
You know what I mean? I was like, cold.
Ashley came in earlier and she goes, I'm gonna fight this bitch.
I am gonna fight this bitch. She got me to a point where now
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm actually.
Yeah.
That's funny.
She gonna put you over the top.
Yeah,
fighting for
she
you.
flipped.
Spit and then followed up with a
Yeah.
haymaker. Yeah. Like
I could,
that.
but because I'm from the Jersey Shore and I grew up with a bunch of Guidos, everyone was beating
Right.
the shit out of everyone at all times.
So Sookie.
Yes.
Snooki.
Like Snooki.
Snooki, okay.
Snooki from True Blood, not like that.
Yeah.
Snooki, like fully.
Yes.
So it was like chaos where I just didn't need to fight anyone because it was already,
He's already taken care of.
it was all
You
words.
had a guy who had a guy.
And everyone went, yeah.
Yeah.
But no, yeah.
Nothing toxic.
I don't think
you
I've done
dated
it.
like some crazy people. You haven't done anything to get back.
She
at
lives
them.
vicariously
I know
through
they
the
have
men.
to kind of lie, cheat, steal, do all kinds of crazy stuff. So what's the most toxic thing that someone has done to you?
I've had guys be like, I'm going to kill myself if you break up with me.
I'd laugh.
She was like, actually,
Like,
Robert
try to
Kelly
overdose.
pissed on me.
Yeah. Like I've
No,
like gone
no,
over,
no,
yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
That's traumatic.
crazy.
Why would somebody do that?
Because people are nuts and I'm amazing.
Yeah.
And like,
Exactly.
She's like, because the pussy was that
And
good.
the pussy was that good that they're like, I'll kill myself.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I get it. I get it.
Dang.
You're like,
That's
thanks.
crazy.
Thank
I
you so
hate that
much.
that
Yeah.
No, really?
Because
Yeah.
that's traumatic. And it's like, especially like if you're a person that is like, you know, empathetic, like, what are you doing? Don't do that.
No,
Don't
it's
do that.
crazy. I've dated a lot of lunatics. Yeah.
Damn, that's wild.
On accident.
Yeah.
I just really like tattoos, and then you realize
Yeah,
that's
right,
a
right,
warning
right.
sign.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I
Red
mean?
flag.
At first, you're like, it's really
tattoos
hot.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Red
It's
flag.
always, yeah, it's a red
If
flag.
you don't got tattoos, I kind of don't want to talk to you.
I agree
Really?
100%.
Yeah, and if you have tattoos on your stomach, like by the ab area, it's crazy.
I
It's
like
like a
full
very
body.
specific man. That
no.
She's like Tupac,
It's a
actually. If
ty-
I could
no, but it's
fuck
like
Tupac.
No, it's definitely a type. Like if you like, tattoos are nice. I don't want you
Yeah.
to have tattoos on your face though. That's too much.
No.
I can't bring you anywhere if you have tattoos.
But
on your face.
fully, I love neck.
neck. Woo!
Yeah.
I
The
love neck. But then,
neck tattoos.
love
That
it.
looks great.
Really?
You know, you like. If you had to choose your perfect guy, he would have tattoos, right?
No. Absolutely.
Niggas like,
not.
he'd be rich.
He would not
No.
have tattoos because I would need him to be able to assimilate in different
You
societies.
can
So.
assimilate with different.
Assimilate.
I said assimilate.
Sorry, go ahead.
You can assimilate.
Stop correcting people. Stop mansplaining, assholes. Okay.
You can assimilate with tattoos. now.
Simulate.
Yeah, tattoo. No one cares about tattoos anymore.
Nobody cares about tattoos anymore. We're in a different generation. You can do whatever you want.
I'm not in a different generation. I'm still back
But
here in this old
I
generation.
get what you're saying, but like,
I'm still.
someone with a neck tattoo is not gonna not get hired.
Place.
Yeah, no,
They
that
don't
doesn't
care
happen.
anymore.
Really?
Niggas
Only thing
fucking
I
drunk.
would say is face
Am I?
tattoos. Face tattoos. I don't think. I just.
That
don't
just
want
looks bad
that.
every
It
time.
looks bad.
Did
It's
we
like,
leave the
dang.
toxic stuff?
No, that we were
Oh, you
waiting
don't
for
have to
you.
do your
Yeah.
toxic.
Okay, my toxic thing. 25.
I thought you were going through your pictures over there trying to refresh your
No,
memory.
25. My ex was cheating, and I found out because I was like checking through his phone, and I had this
He's like,
whole,
"Dad."
but he was always cheating, right? But I had this whole elaborate thing where I was gonna bust him finally, and it was gonna be this big hurrah, and then it was gonna be over. So he was like, he sold drugs in Utica. Shout out to Utica, and I talked
to Utica. The only thing they're known for.
To Utica doing its
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. Utica being Utica.
So I had this little baby already, right? I had this little baby, and I told him that I was going to like a crab fest in Maryland with my girlfriend.
So specific.
So I remember it because it was like it
You
was
have
like
to, though.
rock my
Yeah.
world, right? So he had to come home and keep the baby, right? Because I wanted him home while I go to his drug place and figure out the bitches that he was messing with, right?
Yes.
So I found out the girl he was messing with, or so I thought, and then I talked my girlfriends who I had already set up with other drug dealers, and so they were up there selling drugs too. So I talked my girlfriends into coming up there with me. So we're all going to Utica, and I'm figuring, like, devising a plan in my mind. So I'm like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna act like I have drugs on me, and I'm gonna like talk to some drug people and say I got drugs, and I'm looking for this girl, and then they'll take me to her house, and then I can talk to her about messing with my man. So ridiculous.
So complex.
Yeah, that's so
A
many
lot of,
levels.
like,
in my
things
head,
that-
I was actually listening to that like I was reading a book. I was like,
wait.
I was like,
okay.
where's this going?
Now we're over here.
Oh, it gets better.
Yeah.
better.
Oh, it gets better. Right? So then cool, right? So then I get up there, find a crackhead. I'm like, I got these drugs. I'm trying to find Dominique. And he's like, oh, she live right there. Boo, 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 boo. So he takes us
Putting her name
to her
out there,
house,
too.
right?
Wow.
Yeah, I think I got it off his Skyway pager. It was whatever,
Yeah.
right? It was the 90s. So I get to her house or whatever, and I knock on the door, and she has like these kids, and then I'll go in, and I'm acting like, you know, it's gonna be a drug thing. And then I was like, no. And I started talking about my ex-husband. She was like, I don't mess with him. It's not me. We're just friends. And then she threw me off the trail. So she told me about another woman that he was talking to. And he was like, she messed with this girl. And I was like, okay, well, where can I find that girl? And then I went to just
get so
find that.
gullible.
So then I went to
She's like, okay, glad we discussed this. Where is she?
It's like, why does that kid look just like mine?
Thank you for being honest.
Yeah.
Where does she live?
Yo.
So then I had to find the other girls. They were at a club. I found the girl. I went to the girl, and I was like, you messing with my man, blah, 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 blah. And she was like, no, you kidding me? It was that girl. So then I had to go back.
This is like a maze. This is like going through a corn maze, and you're like, I don't even want to be here.
My favorite part is the visual of the traveling in between, where you're sitting in a cab like,
Yeah.
and then it
I'm
comes
gonna
in, you're
get
like,
him this
wait,
time.
okay.
You know how mad you're gonna be to travel 5
Yeah.
hours to still drive.
And go house to house.
We had to get a hotel and spend the night.
No.
Yeah, so we got a hotel room. We spent the night because now I figured out that the girl was lying to me, and so then I had to go back to her house.
And now it's time for her to get her ass
So then I go back to her house. I said, "Oh, you lied, right?" So then I bust in her house. I beat her up.
You beat her up?
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you
Hell
met
yeah.
me? So I beat her up or whatever. It was ridiculous.
That was the
And
worst
so
beating up of someone.
We're fighting, and we're like the same size. It was like so ridiculous, like hard because it was
Yeah.
like it was the same weight,
Yeah.
same everything. And then her kids were like crying in the yard,
Oh, no.
and then she called the police, and then we had to jump into my friend's car and get on the highway because the cops were coming to save the day, and we were getting on the highway that way. And then I thought it was over. I was like, I'm not gonna mess with him ever again. Fuck him. And then I messed back with him again.
You know what would have been so dope is if you guys would have beat her ass tied her up, put her in the trunk, and then brought her back with you down.
Yes.
And you go, we brought you something back from Utica.
Yeah. But then I did punch him in the face in front of his friends. So that was
That's
good.
cool. That's cool.
That was
Damn.
good. He was like, like talking
Period.
shit, and I just got. I said, "Pow," like hard, and then it was a high speed chase. It was a lot. I had fun when I was young.
Yeah, that's cool.
I mean, I got good stories. It was
Right.
traumatic, and I can still tell you every person's name and how they look,
Of
which
course.
means I didn't ever get over it.
That's another actually life lesson for you is you don't ever get over anything.
Right. Yeah.
You think you do. You think you move past things in this life, and then you get to 40, and you're like, I remember everything that's ever happened to me.
Yeah. Anything
So, do
traumatic.
yoga
like-
or something.
I feel like
Shout out to Utica.
Yeah.
with
Shout out to
me
you.
in like
Utica.
toxic things, I feel like because I grew up in that type, so clearly the
You
person
be like,
talking about in
you
the
be like,
story is
she's my mom.
father.
Yeah.
Right.
So
That's why I was kind of looking at you a little bit out of the corner of my eye, like she's just crying as you tell the story.
It's my,
She
it's
just
my
kept going,
dad.
period.
But yeah, instead she was hyping her up, like, that
I
happened.
found out I was pregnant with her that day. Because
Oh, shit.
in the hotel, I was so upset physically, I started throwing up. And then I'm like, what the hell? And then I took a pregnancy
Ania's in the
test.
womb, just like, oh.
Period.
Taking body blows.
But
Just
either
taking
way,
body blows from
this
this bitch.
so I feel like I've
She's
seen
like, that kick hurt. Oh.
I feel like in that perspective, like I've seen how toxic relationships can be from just growing up in the house. So that when I was older, I was like, oh, I don't want those type of experiences. But you know what? Every time you try to take the high road, it's like people want that out of you. And it's like they want it out of you. And it's like, I feel like I'm starting to realize that like I have been like such an okay person, which is allowing things to happen and just being traumatized by the situations and not doing anything. But now I'm young. Let's just have, we need some stories. I want to have some stories when I'm 40 and all that stuff.
It's been so great.
If I have that idea to do something, I'm gonna do it.
And
every time.
This goes back to you
like-
using your mom's credit card. If you broke it, you buy it. So I'm actually not on her side.
That's great.
Exactly.
I love you.
That's funny as fuck.
Okay, I have one.
What the heck?
So this is not the
Take
most
that.
toxic thing I've ever done because I don't want to like say too much. But there was one toxic story that I have that's hilarious. So I was in college and I used to date this guy, and he used to always like cheat on me or whatever, right? Boom. But I didn't really care because I was doing me regardless. But you know, it doesn't matter about the hurt because you'd be like, oh, what's happening? What's happening to me? Type vibe or whatever, right? So I remember one time I just got really upset at him at a point, and I never really used to say anything. So I was like, you know what? Today's the day that I hurt his feelings. And I knew that he was failing.
School.
Yeah, I knew he was failing school.
Oh, I thought you meant the relationship. I was like, yeah, sounds like
Or I thought life. I'm like,
that's
that's
where the story's coming from.
I could
I
sense
knew
to
his mom
family.
didn't love him.
Yeah, no, like you know how people confide in you and things?
Yeah.
And I just threw it back in his face. I was just like verbatim.
Yeah.
Cover your ears. I was like, that's why you need to get your dick and your grades up. He was looking at me like, did you just say all
That
the things
is
that
a
I
good
felt bad
comeback.
about myself? Especially because he was like struggling with like, you know, at the time erectile dysfunction.
Yeah, shout out.
in
Erectile dysfunction. Shout out him.
In college.
That's
It's a
what it's
commercial
like
for
at
him.
him.
Yeah.
So at that time, I knew that those two things would hurt him, and that's exactly. And you know what happened? He didn't speak to me for 2 months.
Nailed it.
I was like, got him.
The perfect
Got him.
comeback.
That was the perfect comeback. I swear to God. I remember I told my friends, I said that they were like,
That's like a
you
sitcom
did
comeback.
what?
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes
so
you just
funny.
gotta tap
Sometimes
into
you
your
have to
inner
do it.
monster.
Yeah, you go.
Because some people need to see it. Because you're a good person. You're a good person.
Yeah.
Like when you're trying to be a good person, sometimes people bank on that.
Yeah.
They
Or they take
mistake your
advantage of it.
kindness for
Yes.
weakness.
No, but they bank on it.
Mm-hmm.
They're like,
bank on the fact that they know that you're not gonna
she's
do
going
anything.
to try to fix this.
Yeah.
She's going to try to make this okay.
Right.
And in that moment, being that they know that they can count on that, they use it and they try to abuse you. And then when you fight back, then people can't take it.
Yeah.
It's like so crazy. So tell us about your podcast before we
Before we get out of here.
gotta
Shout
I
out.
have-
plug your stuff.
Rep your stuff. Girl.
Yes, I have a great podcast. It's called Le Podcast, as if podcast was French. L apostrophe podcast with my co-host Zach Senior. I gorgeous gay guy. We talk about boys. We talk about celebrities. We just kind of really just riff and have the best time. It's like a sleepover. Energy. And then I have a sketch series on my Instagram. My Instagram is @GabbyIsBryan, and my sketch series is called Text Me Back RN. Text me back right now. Thank you.
Okay, so cool. So tell us where we can find you on social media, aside from Instagram. Where's the rest of your stuff?
I have a Twitter that I never use, and that is @GabbyIsBryan. I have a TikTok @GabbyIsBryan, and that's literally it. And then I perform all over the city.
All over the city. Yeah, catch her. Are you at the Stand tonight?
I'm at the Stand tonight.
Where are you next week? Because this is when this is going to air.
I'm at the Stand next weekend, all next weekend.
All right, guys.
Let's
So
go.
look at the Stand NYC and catch
see your girl.
Gabby's show and
Hell yeah.
and support her.
And
Thank you
Thanks
so
for
much
having
for
me.
doing
This
our
was so
podcast.
fun.
And give it up for Ferrari.
Ferrari Gorgeous.
Ferrari Gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Tits.
Hell yeah.
Sugar Tits, Glitter, Glitter Skank Jr., Glitter Skank Senior.
That's it. We out. We love y'all. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.